to go flying, baby. Welcome back to the cockpit, fellow aviators. It's been a while. We're sitting out here on the departure end, or the approach end of 1-4, about to blast off out of here and do a little practice flight, just a shakedown flight. Do a couple of landings, make sure I'm staying proficient, and hope you guys come along and enjoy the flight. It's good to have you back. Been a little while since I've been in the airplane, so I'm looking forward to this flight. Downtown Tower, Centurion 604 November is ready to go 1-4 November.
Centurion 604 November, downtown tower. Hold short of runway 14.
Hold short 1-4 for November.
Skok 10 Lima, reduced your final approach speed.
10 Lima, slow.
Centurion 4 November, fly runway heading runway 14, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, clear for takeoff 1-4 for November.
Skok 09 Golf, runway 14, clear touch and go.
Runway 14, clear touch and go, 09 Golf.
We're going to do our flight safety recommended takeoff. Line up on the center line. Come to a complete stop. Manifold pressure up to 30 inches of manifold pressure. Let that turbo stabilize. Release the brakes. Looking for red line, red line. Everything's in the green. 80 knots, rotate. A little bit of right rudder trim, positive rate, gears coming up. Gears up, got a amber light.
Baron 18386 downtown tower, straight in runway 14, the wind's calm.
Straight into 14, please.
Flaps coming out. Continue accelerating.
Centurion 4 November, you can start left turn whenever you're ready for a left downwind departure.
All right, I'll start that left turn and expect a left downwind departure for November.
Cessna 10 Lima, you're following another Cessna short final.
10 Lima has that traffic sign.
Cessna 10 Lima, follow that Cessna and runway 14. Unable on a stop and go, the other options are approved.
10 Lima will do a touch go.
Roger.
Go ahead and get those wheeling LED lights lit up. Got a few trainers in a pattern today, so it'll help them out. Just being seen. Turn those Aeromock Wilco air vents down.
Baron 386, start reducing your final approach speed. You're following the Skyhawk, turning left base a mile north of the field for a touch and go.
Alright, we're slowing up.
Airplane loves this cold weather. Climbing at 132 knots.
All in there, touch and go.
All my temperatures look good. Oil temps coming up nice. Go ahead and turn the autopilot on. Make sure it's going to act right.
And 36 will make echo here.
Baron 36, right at Echo, thanks for the help, ground point 65.
Ground point 65, right on echo, thanks, no problem.
Okay.
And downtown tower 4 November, you want me to go to departure?
Centurion 4 November from the contact Shreveport departure.
Departure 4 November, good day.
He says 09 Golf, start your base when you're...
Terminating at downtown. Type 1. Hey, Shreveport departure 604 November, 3,000, climbing for 3,500. Got to maneuver into the north practice area. November 604 November, Shreveport departure ident. November 48 November, radar contact 10 miles northwest of downtown airport. Traffic 12 o'clock, 4 miles opposite direction, descending heavy B-52 6,600. Turn 270. 48 November has traffic in sight. We'll turn 270. November 48 November, just maneuver until you are west of Interstate 49, then resume on navigation. Just plan to your practice area west of 49. All right, 4 November, we'll stay west of I-49 and probably head up towards the Vivian Airport then.
Few bumps up here today. Not really surprised with these blue skies. That's one thing that'll surprise any of you that may not be familiar. On a day like today when it's beautiful bluebird skies, you're going to have some bumps along the way. You look up from the ground and you think, man, that's beautiful weather. I bet it's smooth as glass up there. But days like today, the air's not quite as stable as you'd expect it to be, so there are a few bumps along the way.
Twin Cessna 0 Hotel Lima, reaching 3,000, fly heading 090.
090 heading out of 3,000, 0 Hotel Lima.
It's not very often I get to get in the airplane and just go fly, be able to look down at the ground, kind of take in the sights and remember what it's like, the freedom that you feel when you get to fly. It really is awesome. So often I'm getting in the airplane and blasting off and heading to a destination.
Traffic to over canopies over Cattle Mills.
I don't get to just do circles over a point, say, oh, look at that. Check that out on the ground and really take a good look. If you've ever thought about getting your pilot's license, I would strongly encourage you to do it because it's just a wonderful feeling to be able to get out here, go where you want to go, see the things you want to see, and just experience the miracle of flight. Just a wonderful, wonderful experience.
Line 683, thanks.
Cruise flight. Make sure all my temps are good. Course leaning being down low here. More of those blue sky bumps.
134 departure.
Experimental 77 Sierra Juliet, flight of 2, leveling 2,500.
Experimental 77 Sierra Juliet, report departure. Flight ident.
Niner 17 Quebec, turning left base runway 19, minute traffic.
November 77 Sierra Juliet, flight radar contact 2 miles southeast of the downtown airport. What is your southerly heading on course?
On course now, 77 Juliet. Maybe 5 degrees more left or 10 for 77 Juliet, right down the river.
November 7 Juliet, Sierra Juliet, thanks.
Aeromach's got a busy year planned this year. We've got over 25 trade shows on the schedule. That's already gotten kicked off in early January. Headed to South Carolina soon.
County traffic, 3 Hotel Mike is on the downwind, 15.
Concord Battery Corporation is hosting an IA renewal in Columbia, South Carolina. So we're headed up there to exhibit at that show and also a sponsor of that show.
On the frequency, altimeter 3025.
Help them in their efforts.
3025, 2803 Mike.
I think everybody's been cooped up since December, and everybody's out flying today. It's pretty busy. That's great. Aeromach, we need airplanes to fly. If you don't fly, they don't break. That's how we make our living. Repairing instruments and supplying parts, batteries, lights, brake parts, cleaning products, all that good stuff through Aeromach Wilco, and static dischargers through TCO. That's one of the things that I plan on touching on with you guys this year, is sharing a little bit of the technology of the static wicks, what they're used for, how we manufacture them, and more importantly, how to know when to replace them.
County traffic.
Everybody's flying today. Got a stretch of good weather. Everybody's going to get as many hours as they can. Me included. It's funny. I was working really hard to put out a video every week. I try to launch a video every Sunday morning and have it ready to go for you guys. And I was doing really good with that at the end of 23. Took a break, but it was killing me. All this month of January, been wanting to get back in the airplane, wanted to talk to you guys, and I've had really good growth. Thank you very much for all the subscribers that have subscribed the month of January. I think we've had almost 100 subscribers this month, and I haven't dropped a video, so I really appreciate that. It makes me feel really, really privileged that you guys are interested in what I'm doing, and look forward to having more flights with y'all this year. Got a lot of big plans, got a lot of travel, a lot of trade shows. We're going to go a lot of places in the airplane, as many as we can go. We've got Oshkosh, we've got Sun and Fun, we've got other trade shows, so going to be a lot of neat stuff coming down the pipe. So if there's something you want to see, if there's a topic you want me to cover, if you know some of the product lines that Aeromock Wilco offers, be glad to share more info with you.
09 Golf, turn left on Echo, ground point 65.
All right, I got my operating or my oil temperature up where I want it to be. It's stabilized, and I'm going to call Freeport approach. We're going to head back into downtown and fuel this baby up and be ready for that trip to Dallas tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Shreveport approach, Centurion 604, the members ready to go inbound to downtown.
November 48, November, Roger, downtown is landing runway 14, wind 230 at 5, altimeter 3025.
All right, we'll expect 14 for 48 November, and I'd like the RNAV GPS, unless there's still a bunch of trainers in their pattern there.
November 48, November, verify that's going to be full stop.
That's affirmative. RNAV 14, full stop.
Centurion 48, November, proceed direct Zorod, maintain VFR.
Direct Zorod, maintain VFR 48 November, thanks.
All right, procedure, approach. RNAV GPS 14, radar vectors, load approach and activate. Oh, nope, direct Zorod.
2 Delta Delta. Actually, can I just go direct downtown real fast for a fuel stop?
1 minute to Zorod.
Report approach, altimeter 3024, verify 4,500 and say intentions.
4,500, about 17 miles south of Shreveport, full stop landing downtown, 34 Sierra.
Cessna 34 Sierra.
1 minute from Zorod.
0454.
Cross Zorod 3,100 feet. And we're cleared down to Somu at 1,900 feet.
1,700 going up to probably 5,000 north practice area.
And I've got the approach and heading capture programmed in. Oh, got to turn on GPS steering now. There we go.
Mitsubishi 7 Tango Papa Dustin's clock, verify 4 miles south of downtown.
Yeah, that's right. Did you get the IBM?
Mitsubishi 7 Tango Papa, no I didn't. If you want to try again, I just didn't get it.
Roger, I'll check it out. There's some kind of problem with it.
Centurion 48 November, contact downtown tower.
48 November's going to tower.
And downtown tower 604 November's coming up on Jews on the RNAV GPS 14. And I can break it off for traffic if you need help.
November 604, November, Roger. Are you going full stop here?
That's affirmative. It'll be a full stop.
Okay, Roger.
That's the gear warning horn. Let me know that the gear is not down. May have to put the gear down. We're 2 minutes from Jews. Yeah, gonna have to get the gear down.
Downtown tower, helicopter 911 X-ray Golf.
That nose up. Lead off some of that airspeed. Get below 140.
That's 911 X-ray Golf.
There it is.
911 X-ray Golf, downtown tower.
Any chance we can just get an approach to your runway and then straight over to Metro? MB14.
Alright, we got the gear. Glide slope's coming in. Slower descent, fly right into the glide slope. Bring it home. On course, on track.
Tower 911 X-ray Golf. We'll keep our speed up and then break right over to Metro West if possible.
911 X-ray Golf, that's approved, and runway 14 cleared low approach.
Low approach 14 for 911 X-ray Golf.
Top on 2 Delta Delta, where are you parking?
Go to the FBO, 2 Delta Delta.
Top on 2 Delta Delta, turn right, taxiway, Echo, contact ground point 65.
Right on Echo, ground point 65.
All right, that glide slope's coming in.
604 November, runway 14. You're clear to land. You're 2 or 3 miles in trail with a helicopter doing a low approach.
4 November, Roger, cleared to land 14. Put on about 17 inches of manifold pressure. Should give us about 110 knots indicated airspeed. A bit left, of course. That power coming out. A little bit fast. I waxed the airplane with Jetstream Speed Wax, and she's pretty slippery. About 14 inches manifold pressure to hold that 110 knots. So don't let anyone ever tell you that a clean airplane's not faster than a dirty airplane. It certainly is. On course, on glide slope, on track, on airspeed. Looking good. You may not be able to tell it, but I got my right hand down here on the trim wheel. I just make minor adjustments with that trim.
3 mile final runway 14.
Thank you, Gladys. Now the airspeed's kind of bleeding off a little bit. Maybe bring in another inch of manifold pressure. Getting into that ground sink area. My ears are popping, not used to flying. Got 1,000 to go coming in with the propeller. Now we're getting back to that 16, 17 inches of manifold pressure. Just a little bit high and was carrying a little bit of speed, so I had to bleed off that speed a little bit.
500.
Thank you, Gladys. Everything is looking good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start
Traffic,
transitioning.
1 o'clock, 2 miles, 100 feet below.
Transitioning for my landing, about 20 degrees of flaps. That power coming out, a little bit high, but that's okay. Let me hit that sink right there. Last notch of flaps. Let the airplane start slowing to 80 knots. There's 90 knots.
Currently 733
Power's out.
Sierra, 6 miles to the southwest, full stop.
Skyline 7334 Sierra, downtown tower, enter right downwind runway 14.
Enter right downwind, runway 14, 34 Sierra. Downtown tower, 911 X-ray Golf, landing assured, Metro West.
Helicopter 911 X-ray Golf, Roger.
If we can make echo here. Oh, yeah. And Tower 4 November's taking Echo November to go.
Tower 4 November, Roger, taxi, park, monitor, ground point 65.
All right, to park, monitor ground 4 November. All right, there's ground, verify flaps, flaps verified, verify cow flaps verified, lighting, strobes, landing light, everything off except my beacon. If you're not familiar, I make sure the airplane spins at 1,000 RPM for 3 minutes to let the turbocharger speed come down and also cool off. I think it's just as important about the speed of the turbocharger to spin down as it is the temperature. You hear much of the talk about temperature, but you've got that turbocharger in there whizzing away, and you want to make sure that thing has plenty of time to spin down and cool down. So it's really important. The old adage was 1,000 RPMs for 3 minutes, or you spend $5,000 on a turbo, and I'm pretty sure that turbo cost has gone up. Really happy with the way the flight went. Airplane performed really well, met my expectations. We kept it on the battery charger during this last month just to make sure the battery was topped off. We're a battery minder dealer, so if you need a battery tender, let me know. We'll be glad to ship you one out and get one to you. My buddy Colin at the New Aviation. We're going to taxi in here, shut everything down, and get her topped off and ready for our flight to Dallas tomorrow. I hope you guys will tune back in and check in for that. We're going to try and do one video a week for you guys, and hope you come along. Appreciate you being with me. Appreciate all my subscribers, and it's really been a great learning experience doing this YouTube thing. Been a lot of fun getting to see you guys on the road, and look forward to meeting more of you. So appreciate you. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you on the next one.